If you have seen my previous video about Hercules DJ Control Mix Ultra, you know how much I love it. At the same time, in my previous video, I mentioned the issues I've been experiencing with the jog wheels, mainly around the sensitivity and the dead zone. If you haven't seen that video, I suggest you to briefly go through it to understand the situation and what I'm talking about, only if you're interested in that controller, of course. But in any case, I will briefly demonstrate it in this video as well. I wanted to do a follow-up video about the minor tragedy I am in at the moment with Control Mix Ultra, the tiny heartbreak, the compact drama. It will be a very quick video this time, probably. So the summary of the whole situation is that the jog wheels on Hercules DJ Control Mix Ultra don't behave like many other controllers, even in this price point. It lacks precision, resolution. If you want to pitch bend track, like let's say one track is faster than the other, so you basically use the ring around the jog wheel to get it in position. Let's say this is basic beat matching. Like basic beat matching doesn't do that. It cannot understand slow, precise movement. It can only understand fast movement like this. I will demonstrate it later. So what happened after I published that video? I contacted Hercules DJ customer support the same day I published that video. They were very quick to respond and kindly delivered the sad news to me, which I was expecting anyway. I will not share the whole thing here, but I can summarize it in a few bullet points. Basically, what I learned from the support is that this is the intended behavior. It's designed this way. There is no way to alter it, either on the software or the hardware side by the user. There is no firmware fix planned at the moment. And the final blow. If I want more precision, they can help me choose a more advanced controller in their lineup, which will offer better resolution on the jog wheels. I'll get to the resolution topic in a second. I have to admit that this is another heartbreak in a way, because I've been defending that this tiny controller is just compact but very capable, more than people give credit to, despite everyone claiming it to be a toy. And it's a little heartbreaking to hear that if I want to have more precision, I should get a better controller. I really believe that this jog wheel precision is basic, is 2025. And anyway, this is how the support communication went. I have to thank them for their openness and their very fast response. Moving on. What happened meanwhile? Some people commented under that video saying that I should map it to the touch surfaces of the jog wheels instead of the sides, because clearly touch surfaces have more resolution since you use it to scratch anyway. We exchanged a few comments under that video, which I appreciate a lot. Thank you for your suggestions, everyone. The issue with mapping this ring function to the touch surfaces is that I would lose a few more functions, like for instance track seek, back spins, or simply scratching, but most importantly the muscle memory. And I really don't intend to change that. Every controller or standalone unit I used until today, I have been using the rings to pitch bend. I also don't ride the pitch, so to speak, using the pitch shifter. I primarily pitch bend songs using the ring, and I like to keep it that way. That's why I don't think personally for me it's a viable option. Then again, back to the resolution. Obviously the resolution is there, so this is not a hardware problem that the encoder under the jog wheels doesn't support. This must be a firmware decision, and I understand that there has to be some kind of dead zone, so in the event of these things vibrating and shaking, no matter where you are at, if you are experiencing very strong bass from a monitor right next to you, these jog wheels might vibrate and this might actually cause pitch bending. I understand that. I think almost every controller or standalone device has this kind of sensitivity, dead zone, so they don't vibrate and pitch bend. But this is way too aggressive. It doesn't register anything slow. You need to move it like this to pitch bend. But there has to be a workaround. So what I did, just to follow people's suggestions also, try to find a workaround, mapping, changing the sensitivity and whatnot. But since I know that the slow movements of the ring of the jog wheel don't send MIDI signal anyway, I knew that the sensitivity adjustment is pointless, so it had to be remapping one function to another surface or another MIDI signal. So I've been trying to find another mapping, frantically going through the settings and creating new mappings. Then it hit me. Let me show you the silliest workaround I found that you're not gonna believe how silly that is, and then you let me know what you think about that. I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see it in detail, and you can also see my finger movements. These two songs are playing. As you can see, if I move it slowly, there's barely any change. It doesn't do anything. Only way to move it is to move it really fast, like this. In my opinion, this is a huge resolution loss. Just to show it again, slow movement, doesn't do much. Fast movement brings it in position. Right, now let's go to the settings, and I'm gonna show the mapping, and you're gonna understand what kind of silliness I'm talking about. Slow movements, nothing. On the left side, slow movements, nothing. But if I move it fast, you can see that something is happening. Now, if I press Shift on this deck and touch the ring, I see that the action pre-mapped is jog seek. I can already do it, Shift and the touch surface. So I'm gonna map pitch bend to Shift and the ring. I press Shift, touch the sides, I go to action, I say pitch bend, save, and that's it. Now look at the movement. So this is the precision I want from any DJ controller. This is the precision I've been experiencing with pretty much whatever I used until this one. So look at this precision. If I do it this way, nothing happens. If I do the same movement, almost the same speed, clicking on Shift, look at this precision. Look at it. And this is really puzzling to me. Every function, everything is there, but this pitch bend, the slow movement, doesn't do anything. If you press Shift, you get precision. I'm gonna use it like this, even though it's kind of inconvenient. Again, a muscle memory issue. To pitch bend using two fingers like this, or using both of my hands, it's not the end of the world. But probably in the near future, I'll be looking at other compact alternatives without sacrificing the level of control this offers. Or, despite my size and volume concerns, I will go back to Pioneer, but let's see how that goes. Anyway, that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching. Please let me know your suggestions and questions in the comments, and see you on the next one. Take care.